Live from 42nd and 2nd, this is New York's very own PIX11 News at 10.
And first at 10, details of the latest accusation against Governor Cuomo emerge, and they are not pretty. They clearly spell out why this is the most serious allegation he faces so far. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Tamsin Fidel.
I'm Corey Chambers. This new reporting comes from the Albany Times-Union, which first revealed the existence of that sixth accuser. Well, tonight it published part 2. Yeah, the key details: an unidentified female aide who's much younger than the governor claims he aggressively groped her late last year while they were in his private residence on the second floor of the governor's mansion. Yeah, the Times-Union cites a source writing, quote, "He closed the door and allegedly reached under her blouse and began to fondle her." Now, this was only revealed after the aide reportedly became emotional in front of other staffers as they watched the governor deny ever touching any woman inappropriately during a news conference last Wednesday. The governor again echoing that denial tonight. PIX11 Shirley Chan is live outside his Midtown office tonight with more on the story. Shirley.
Tamsin and Corey, there's just no other way to say it. These new details coming out, they are just simply disturbing, and as you can imagine, they will only lead to the growing calls for him to resign. Many of those calls coming from members of the governor's own party, but you might be surprised to learn that a new poll shows that the governor still has a lot of the support of the public.
6 women have now accused the governor either of sexual harassment or workplace misconduct. The latest, an unnamed staffer telling the Albany Times-Union newspaper Cuomo, under the pretense of needing technical help with his cell phone, got her alone in the executive mansion, and when he did, reached under her blouse and aggressively groped her. The serious allegations adding fuel to the fire for vocal activists and even more vocal political foes.
Andrew Cuomo, you should quit. New York needs your leadership.
I don't see how the governor can continue to do his job.
But how does the general public feel about the governor? Our exclusive PIX11 News Nation Emerson College poll conducted last weekend and prior to the 6th accusation shows Cuomo's ratings remain relatively high here in the 5 boroughs. 55% approve of the job the governor's doing, while 34% disapprove. And perhaps even more surprising, his approval rating with women here in New York City stands at 64%. That's even higher than his 44% with men. But it can be called a tale of 2 states. Whereas Cuomo still ranks high here in the city, statewide his approval rating is a mere 38%.
I don't represent or work for the politicians in Albany. I work for the people of the state.
Cuomo curried a lot of political favor in the early days of the pandemic. It remains to be seen whether his image as America's governor is enough for him to survive the biggest crises of his political life without the results of the AG's investigation and absence of the tide of public opinion completely turning against him. Political strategist Tara Dowdell says it's too soon to say he cannot govern effectively.
I don't see him resigning. I think that the most likely scenario would be that he wouldn't run for a 4th term.
And the governor is responding to these latest allegations by that female staffer that he allegedly groped her. And he says in part in a statement that the details of this report are gut-wrenching. As I said yesterday, I have never done anything like this. The governor goes on to say that he and his office will be participating in this independent investigation fully. We're live outside Governor Cuomo's Midtown offices tonight. I'm Shirley Chan, PIX11 News.
All right, Shirley, thank you so much. And of course, PIX11 will stay on top of this evolving crisis for Governor Cuomo with continuing coverage both on the air and, of course, also online. All right.